Hey guys, thanks for joining me for another Let's Play. Today we're going to play Anachrony. It's a time travel worker placement game which took a little longer than we anticipated, so we're going to try something new this time. I'm going to break it up into 2 videos, so be sure to check us out next week when we post the second half. You don't want to miss it.
Welcome to the Masters of Boredom. We're playing Anachrony, a time travel based worker placement game, and we're kind of excited to play it. It's a little complicated, but we'll walk you through it as we play. Hi, I'm Aaron. I'm one of the Masters of Boredom, and we're playing Anachrony, which is a worker placement game, which I adore worker placement games. This one has a time travel mechanic where future you can get past you some stuff, and then present you eventually will have to pay that off. So it's more like a credit and loan thing, I guess, than a time travel thing, but it works. You can time travel back and build buildings and all sorts of stuff, so it's a really fun game. I've won the 2 times I've played it so far, but the others are really starting to get the hang of the game, and I doubt I'm going to be able to hang in this time. But I'm going to do my best, bring my A game.
My name is April. I've played the game twice. It seemed really complicated at first when it was being explained. But getting into it, it really started to make sense, and it's actually not as difficult as you initially think it is.
My name's Crystal. I played this game last week for the first time. I had it explained to me by Aaron. He told me it was super easy and it's not that difficult. It took him like 20 minutes to explain the game to me, and we still had to have the rulebook on the table just in case. Yeah, that's what I know about the game.
Alright guys, it's CJ. I'm here to travel back in time to stop Aaron from beating me. He crushed me the last 2 times we played this game. It's not going to be the same this time.
And we're all set up for round 1. We've already got all our people in place and all the mining equipment. Only thing we have left to do is flip over that first super project for the first era. So April, would you be good enough to flip over that first black card there?
Okay.
What we got?
Archive of the Eras.
It's worth 5 victory points, and every time you time travel you get an additional victory point. Costs 1 neutronium, 2 titanium, and 2 gold. You need to have the square of time, or a triangle and a circle. Isn't that interesting?
What a coincidence.
I just happen to have the square of time. That's the breakthrough I got when I started the game.
Says the guy who set the board up.
I had no idea I was there.
Did you travel back in time?
I may have.
So first we have to put our mechs in play. You know what else we need? Some buildings.
The power plant buildings, we have a 2 victory point one, where if you put a scientist in with a neutrino, you can go back 3 spaces in time and get 2 victory points. This one requires just anybody and 1 water, but you can go back 4 eras. Ooh. The production buildings, you may send a person with 1 water and you'll get 2 gold. Seems like a good deal. The other one requires 1 person, 1 green cube and 1 water to get 1 neutronium and 1 victory point. The water buildings, for an administrator you can get 5 water, or you can make the cost to wake everyone up cost half as much. And finally the labs, you may use a scientist to remove a paradox tile.
Sounds like a sciencey thing to do.
And the other lab allows your power plants to send you 1 more era back in time. Power up. Everybody seems to put out a certain number of mechs.
Yep, and then we get some water.
And we get some water in return. I have 4 mechs out and 2 empty spaces, so it costs me a power core, and I get 2 water out of the deal.
Okay.
April, same
I
thing.
already paid my power core, so I need 2 water.
Alright, you just need 2 water. There you are.
Okay. 5er.
Yes.
Alright.
Alright, and CJ, did you get
I'm
your
all
one?
set.
Alright, very good. Oh, and one more thing, because we forgot it last time. The Endgame achievement cards.
Okay.
I'm going to cover this now. The player who can travel the furthest back in time gets 3 victory points. Player with the most super projects gets 3 victory points. Player with the most people gets 3 victory points. Oh, that's interesting. The player who has traveled the most on the time travel track gets 3 victory points. And finally, the player with the most technological breakthroughs gets 3 victory points.
Interesting.
So none for water this time.
I'm watching you.
I know, I'm sure you are. So anyway, this is where you take up to 2 triangle tiles to get resources that you will later have to pay back.
By going back in time and killing them. I mean, returning them to where you got them. Returning them where you got them. We're going to the park, Mr. Scientist. Get in the van. Oh boy, I love the park.
This is disturbing.
This looks a lot like yesterday.
Oh dear.
I'm finished digging that hole. What are we going to put in it?
All right, everybody, show them. I straight up went for people.
Oh.
I'm getting an engineer and a scientist, and it costs me 2 water.
All right.
Please hand me an engineer and a scientist.
There you go.
Thank you. Show a wink.
I also chose people. I am going to get an engineer for 1 water.
I need an administrator. Would you pass me down there? And I put down the blank tile. Not that you can tell I'm putting down an extra tile, but you know.
Oh man.
The paradoxes are all yours. This
Oh boy.
I'm gonna be all about it. It's cool. It's cool. Let's rock and roll.
All right.
All right. So now that we've done the work done, now it's time for the action rounds. And CJ, you start first.
Everything gets put out on the table. We know what the super project is. We see the people. There's a genius out there. Guess what I'm doing? I'm going to take all the geniuses I can because that's literally what my guy does. I need a yellow cube and a genius, and that's bonus points for the escape. So we're going to fill a rocket ship full of geniuses and blast off. I'm going to go right here.
Shock and awe.
I'm going to take this genius, and I will take a victory point, please. I've chosen the path of harmony this time, so I can harmoniously defeat Aaron in the past, in the present, and in the future. I have Patriarch Hula Hoop, and his ability is to take somebody from the field and put them on my board somewhere. And it's basically like having a free worker. And because my other goal is to have as many geniuses as possible, chances are I'm going to be taking geniuses and putting them wherever I want. And they can do everything, so it's perfect.
I am going to send my engineer out. Yeah, he is going to build. My path is the path of progress. They're all about technological achievement and breakthroughs. So my evacuation requirement is to have all 3 of my labs and then a set of scientists to go with a set of technological breakthroughs. So the plan is to get all the labs first, and that's great because the labs usually give you some sort of out of the ordinary bonus for using them. So I'm excited about that, and I'm going to have to focus on getting scientists and a lot of technological breakthroughs. But my leader is Patron Valerius, and he allows you to send a mech out empty with only AI controlling it, and it acts as though it had a scientist in it. So that's going to be a pretty handy bonus, I think.
Oh, that was definitely my second choice, too.
And I am going to build this lab, and I may now get rid of paradoxes.
Goodbye!
Okay.
You have to travel back in time and kick him right in the shins.
I'm going to take my engineer. I'm going to pay 2 water. I'm going to build. And I'm also
Taking the first player marker?
I am.
Clever gal. Very
Do
nice.
that. Fine.
It's all mine!
That means I can build one of these for 1 titanium and 1 gold. I take this. The path of dominance, I took that so I could whip all my guys back into shape and get them back without costing me any water, which is a vital resource in the game. Samira is the leader for the dominance group, and she allows me to take extra resources at the end of the round. So I can pay green and a water and get an neutronium and a victory point.
Yep, and it just requires 1 person, any person.
Yeah,
The new tile that showed up requires any person. They come back awake and 1 water, and you get 1 of any resource.
Ooh.
Except purple.
Still not bad.
Still not bad.
Still not bad.
I am going to take my engineer and we're going to go mining.
What you picking there?
I'm going to be taking
Take my
this
titanium.
guy and this guy.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry.
Excellent choice.
Well, my path is the path of salvation. She's very helpful after the impact, and I know this, that's why I picked her, because of the mercs that I can send out, she allows me to have 2 extra ones after the impact that nobody else has. So I know she's not very helpful in the beginning, but she's extremely helpful later on. So that's when I'm gonna shine, is in the later end of it.
Somebody told me you needed them and weird.
Yeah, I could do.
Alright. I'm gonna go right here, and I'm gonna build myself a water plant. The one with the administrator, please. And that will cost me just one titanium because I sent an engineer. So there we are. Now we have water!
Can I pass?
Of course.
No, I'm not going to do that.
You don't want to take a turn. Don't be silly.
That's just silly talk. I'm gonna go get another breakthrough of some kind. I pick circle, and I get tech. So a circle tech breakthrough.
I am going to send a scientist. Oh, no. I sent an engineer.
Never said a scientist do an engineer's job.
Exactly. I'm going to mine.
Alright.
This one takes one of these two? Or-
You can-
no,
you
I
can
want to
take-
go here.
Yeah, take the yellow,
Gold.
and then anyone you want.
Yeah.
There you go.
And yeah, that's it.
What about you, Miss Crystal?
I am going to go here and spend 1 water, and I am going to build. I'm going to build a little power plant. It's going to cost me a purple, 2 of these, and then another water. So I need 4 back. This one.
I am going to send my Genius right here, and then I take one of the administrators, or you take both of
Okay.
them? Just one?
You take one.
Just one. Alright, I'm going to take him.
One more victory point for you.
Thank you. And I pay a water for that.
I'm gonna send the other scientist out and do more research.
There you go.
Must be 1 more water. And I choose triangle, complete set. Triangle with genetics. That's interesting.
A genetic triangle.
And there we go.
Some might call it inbreeding.
I'm going to take my scientist and get some more water.
There you go. 4 water for you. And give me a single.
Sure. Dance for it.
Terrible.
I am going to go over here.
Ooh, he's paying the big bucks.
For 2 water.
I'm going to get one of these.
Heck yeah. I'm going to spend my free action on Prince Hula Hoop here, and I'm going to take my administrator and I'm going to put him here and take 5 water.
I am sending my mech out empty, courtesy of my my leader, Patron Valerian, and he's going to get 4 water from me.
I'm going to pay 1 in the water, 1 green no water, and my scientist here and get a purple and a victory point.
Very
I got
nice.
nothing.
I too have nothing.
I have nothing either, so that's the end of the round.
They don't want to come back. They don't want to whip them awake next turn.
Last round they killed us all. I was there, man.
Should have seen it.
She'll sacrifice your ass in a second.
You weren't there, man. You don't know.
So him, what happens to him? Is come back sleeping?
What is it? Yep. Comes back.
Okay. Wuss.
Did you call him a wuss?
I did.
Wake him up rough like you know how he likes it.
What are you doing sleeping on a job? You wuss. You gotta flip over new building stacks. For the power plants, we have 1, you just need a person, and it sends you back 3 eras. There's 1, you need a scientist and 1 water. You can go back 3 eras twice. This one falls over, and now we have, you just need a person and you get 1 gold, and the person comes back awake. And this one flips over to reveal, ooh, you can kill a person for 7 water. And that flips over to reveal. You can put a person here and exchange 1 power core to get a mech, and the person comes back awake.
Okay.
And what's our super project look like?
It was awesome.
Just gotta flip it over.
We gotta get there first.
It takes time.
Rush me.
I'm just saying.
Is it the new YMCA we've been waiting for decades?
It's the continuum stabilizer.
Ooh. Yeah, when
For
you build
6
it.
victory points.
Yeah, and when you build it, you get to remove 3 warp tiles for free.
Ooh.
Mm.
Don't we we have to roll for some?
Aaron does.
Yeah, paradox time.
Yeah.
Just
Aaron,
me.
roll for that
Just
paradox.
me. Oh, I'm fine with paradox.
That
Bring it
beautiful
on.
bean footage.
I'll take one. I'll take one. This is real easy to get rid of. Has everybody figured out how much they're powering up?
Yes.
Okay, I powered up 4. It costs me 1 power core, and I gain 2 water. April costs her nothing. She gets 3 water.
I powered up 4. Already paid my power cord, and now I'm giving you water.
Water. I too have an extra mech and paid my water.
Very good. All right, work tile time.
The whole thing, yeah. Just the whole thing. Don't worry about it.
Yeah.
Maximum time travel.
Ready?
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
I'm taking a titanium and a gold.
Ooh.
2 water.
I also want to drink water.
I'm gonna take me an extra mech if you could pass that down for me.
I will actually put 4 back and take a 5. When do we wake up our guys?
When you pay to wake them
When
up
you-
or shock them
You
awake.
have 2 options. You may use a free action that doesn't require any person or any water, and just slap them repeatedly.
It moves you down the morale track.
But yes, it moves your morale meter down, and you will lose victory points at the end of the game if it stays down there. Or you may use a person. Any person will do, but if you use an administrator, they come back awake. And spend water equal to the amount underneath your current morale symbol, and you get to move the morale up, and you wake everybody up.
Can we use engineer to wake everybody up? I'll pay the 5.
All right.
I'm gonna go mining again.
There she goes.
She's taking all my stuff.
I'm sorry. Should have been faster.
She is grabbing those
Yeah.
Just being
resources.
greedy.
She is grabbing those resources.
Send my admin over here. I'm gonna recruit this here
Yep, saw that
genius.
coming a mile away.
Shock.
And I'm gonna take a power core.
Hi, I'm going to send this scientist over here. She's going to build. So it's going to cost me the full amount, but I will pay 2 titanium and 2 gold to build this continuum stabilizer.
Ah.
And I immediately get to take back 3 warp tiles. I'll take these 2.
Yeah, you need it.
And I'll take, well, it looks like titanium's getting rare. I'll take the titanium one back.
Nice move.
Yeah.
Very nice move.
So I can send engineers to get more people, right?
Yes, you can.
What's the downside of that?
The engineer can't recruit a genius, but that's okay. The only genius
There
that was
aren't.
there is gone.
Yeah.
What happened to him? He's smart enough to join the right team. That's the answer to your question.
He was caught in the bathroom doing something unpleasant to himself.
Unpleasant to see, maybe.
There is.
Unpleasant for everyone who wasn't him.
He's a genius without a girlfriend, imagine that.
It happens.
So I paid 1, I'm gonna go here
Ooh.
and take the credit card.
An administrator.
Yeah. Charge
Not a
it!
credit card.
No, I like your idea. Charge it. Charge it.
I'm gonna get some water. I'm gonna take my scientist so I can get some of these.
I'm moving on over here. We're gonna build a thing.
Oh?
We're gonna build a thing. I need to start traveling in time, Aaron. What are my options over there? I can pay a water to travel twice.
You can pay a person to just travel 3. Any person will do. Or you can use a scientist and pay 1 water to travel back twice.
I would like that one.
Okay.
I need to
Pay the required materials?
Yes. I need to pay.
Which means the old one...
Oh, I apologize. I don't have a purple. I was looking at the wrong.
Oh.
I was looking at the wrong pile of stuff.
Yeah, you do need one of those.
All right. How about a water building instead?
Water building you can do. You can kill a person for 7 water.
No,
Or
no.
you can use a person and they'll come back awake and you'll get 3 water.
Let's get that one. We'll buy that one. I gotta pay water for that.
Not up for killing people.
Yeah, well, you know, since there's a Endgame thing
So,
for.
again, the one from the previous round is again available. You can cut your morale cost, your water cost in half to wake people up. Oh, it's rounded up, so. I'm gonna go mining while the mining is good. Would you please pass that down and put it in place? Put it right there. I'll take a gold and a purple. Thank you.
I'm also gonna mine all I can.
While there's a spot available.
And I guess I get the green one, and I'm taking a titanium.
I am going to use my credit card to wake everyone up.
Wake up!
Paying 5 water to advance on the morale.
That's worth some serious points at the end.
Yep.
I'm gonna send my genius all the way down yonder to do some trading.
There you go. You may trade twice.
I'm going to trade 3 water for purple cube.
Can you save my engineer? He's falling off his neck.
Is it here? Let me. That's why you have to buckle yourself into your mech.
Oh, shut up.
Always wear your safety belt, kids.
Mech safety.
Way less danger than being ejected from your mech at high speeds. I'm also going to follow Crystal, use my administrator, pay 5 water to wake my peeps up. Welcome back to the world of the awake. Don't know why you sleep for so long. And I advance on the morale chart. Go ahead, April.
You're not whipping your guys this game?
Nope, not this time. Well, no, I didn't learn my lesson. I won the last game, so
You
I
did,
probably should've learned it. This is what I get.
Sure, rub it in.
Trying to save water. What the hell?
I think I'm gonna take my scientist and do a little research. It's still open.
It is. It's wide open.
Yeah.
Roll the
Alright,
dice.
roll that beautiful bean footage. You may select 1 die face, and then roll the other.
We already have the time one, so I guess we'll just go for a triangle.
Triangle
No, we're
of.
gonna go for a circle.
Circle of.
Life.
Close, yeah, genetics.
Circle of
It's
D.
right
Alright,
on
that's
top.
up, just like last
Take
time.
that one.
Perfect.
Go for it.
I am going to take my credit card and 1 thing of water.
Mm.
And I'm going to take this engineer.
And give yourself a power core.
I'm going to use Patriarch Papa here. And I'm going to bring back my administrator. And he's going to pay some water to wake those folks up. 5 water. Everybody's back in service.
Alright. My scientist is going to go out. And she's going to trade this purple cube for a titanium and a green.
So I guess I will go
You use
here,
your building.
get a green and a water, and get a purple and a victory point.
Nice.
The layers aren't that.
No.
No.
Take this. That's fine. Take
I
this.
don't have any
Give
yet.
us.
I don't have any yet. Give me some time.
I'm going to take my scientist.
Oh.
Water.
Did you take my spot?
Yeah.
I only have to go last.
You're not last.
Sorry, buddy.
April and Crystal keep taking the first player marker, so I'm constantly either third or last, which is a bit different. I would much rather CJ had it, to be honest. But I'm just gonna keep doing what I'm doing. The focus is to grab scientists and get technological breakthroughs, just build that up and get those labs. And it's going pretty well so far, but I am a little starved for water.
I'm going to build one of these gray buildings. So it's going to take 2 of the gray blocks and 1 of these. And I'm going to take this one.
Very nice.
Alrighty.
Very nice. Alright. I'm going to... I was going to take first player, but I guess I'm not doing that anymore. I should travel back in time and steal the move. Alright, I'm going to pay 2 water, and this time we're going to build the right building. I have a purple and 1 of these and another water, and I will take that time travel one on top. They'll let you travel twice, right?
Yeah, yep, that's the one you wanted.
Yeah.
There you go.
Thank you, sir. Now I have the power!
Yes, you do. And I'm gonna send my last mech out to just get 4 water.
I'm done.
You done, Crystal?
I'm going to take an engineer and a little bit of water. Now I'm going to take one of these gray guys.
That's incredibly magical right there. I'm going to take my scientist and pay my last wada, and I'm going to travel back in time.
Alright, move CJ back 1 arrow, please, April.
Move my circle back.
CJ's the green one.
Yeah.
There you go.
And I would like to pay an administrator.
No, you're sending him back in time.
Yes, we're sending him back in time. No!
What's that violently disturbing squanch sound? For realsies, in the lore of the game, you have to pay water whenever you send somebody forward in time because it's horribly distressing to the human body. Thus the squanch.
Squanch!
I'm going to use my scientist to get rid of 1 paradox tile.
Oh, paradox and fool.
I got nothing.
All right then. We'll save that move. I'm gonna get me some water. That's what we're gonna do. everything we need requires water, as you just said.
Yep. I'm done.
Oh, alright, it's just CJ doing stuff then. All timey-wimey and whatnot. I'll take 3 more water. And now, I send my genius all the way down here.
You want trading?
I'm going trading. And I'm going to trade 3 water for another purple cube.
Alrighty.
So, and that is it for me as well.
Alright. We're all done here, so take your players back. Alright, everybody's got their people back.
Yes.
Impact hasn't happened yet. The game hasn't ended yet. We move on to the next era. You're gonna have to move your triangles again.
Aww.
Even on a table this big, Anachrony takes up a huge amount of space.
It does.
So we need a new super project.
Then we gotta roll for paradoxes.
Yes.
Yeah. It's going to be Welfare Society
Whoa.
for 6 victory points.
And you need 2 titanium, 2 gold, 4 water. You must have the square people upgrade or a triangle and a circle. And then you may use any person and spend 1 water to move your morale up.
Oh!
No, it's a credit card.
Oh, you need an administrator.
Yep.
1 admin with
One
a
admin
water.
guy and 1 water, and everybody gets happy. Wonder what he's doing with it. It's a little disturbing.
Yeah.
Okay. This game is oddly sexual, by the way. They don't say anything in the book, but I mean, it's clearly happening all over the place.
I feel like it might be us.
I mean, really,
It
that
could be us. Just
Hold it out there.
being honest, it might actually be us.
the card could actually just be named Oral, and it would just be completely the same.
Let's roll for paradoxes.
How's he giving the water to the people? Okay, so
Really? How does it get wet?
Here's the unfortunate part. All of us are tied for 1 tile on the last space, so we all have to roll. So I will start us off. I get 1 paradox. April, you're next. Paradox it up.
But it would
Who's in the first?
take 2 on
doing it?
purpose.
Whoever's brown.
Me?
1.
Yeah, 1 for April.
Oh shit, I have to go twice then.
There.
Yeah, Crystal actually has to roll twice.
Yep.
Oh,
Nothing.
Wow.
Ready? Ready?
Wow.
Oh, I thought I could do it
Still
twice.
not bad. Still not bad.
Yeah.
All right. She has her own pile.
Like it's a wand.
These are just
Oh.
for you and me.
Yes.
All right.
She's
Take
gonna
it
say
back
take it
now.
back.
Give me that back.
She keeps stealing my titanium.
I know April said that she needs grays, that's her bonus. So one of the things that I was mining for all the time were the grays, because yes, they are a foundation for building, but I also can screw over April a little bit, which might be helpful in the end.
And then Crystal kept taking the titanium I wanted, which really screwed me, but it was Crystal. I actually felt better than I thought. So it was fine with that. I came out on top, which is my favorite spot.
That's fair, I suppose. All right.
You told
paradoxes
me
are
you wanted
done.
them. That
And we
means
have-
I need to
Power
take them
yourselves
off.
up.
We got our people out.
Yep. Power yourselves up.
I'm taking 2 water and sacrifice some power core. Looks like
Me too.
Crystal's on the same boat.
It's an interesting boat.
That it is. That it is.
Okay, warp tile time. If you're gonna do warp tiles, now is the time. All right, reveal. I am getting a person and a mech.
Whoa.
I am getting a scientist for 1 water.
Oh, you can pay water?
Only for the people.
Because it says
Only for the people.
we have water right there.
You've got loads of water, and I'm also taking an extra mech.
Thirsty.
It's okay, sweetie.
Okay, I'm gonna take a scientist.
Remember, it's
For
really
water.
bad to send people back in time. Their bodies go squanch. That whole thing.
Water.
Squanch.
Squanch.
I am buying a credit card, man.
Sweet.
One admin.
Will also cost you 1 water.
All right. I'm taking 2 water, please.
So you're just straight up taking 2 water.
Taking 2 water.
No, you already have all the water.
I wonder what I'm gonna go do.
Ah! She's snatching along.
I'm stunned, really.
Wow.
Sorry.
I am shocked and awed.
The first time I played it, I just focused on building what I needed to build to escape. which I realized was only kind of helpful. I need to focus on other things because I have to build the power plants, which is great for time travel, but not so much for getting water or victory points. So I wanted to focus on building other things that would be more helpful. So I knew the first thing I needed to do was mine. And that was my big thing, is I wanted to mine every turn, and I always used an engineer so I could get him back happy and awake, so I wouldn't have to wake him up later. So I mined, and I always got the titanium, the gray cube, because that's like the foundation for building. And I always try to focus on the purple ones because that's the other bonus that I got if I escaped.
I'm gonna give me
Oh my god! What? Why would you do that?
For
I'm
reasons.
so surprised. I'm gonna go building a building. I build that lab. And now I may send an administrator into water to recruit a genius.
That's not bad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know
Do
you
it,
want to.
that's fine.
You know you
Just
want
do
to.
It's fine. I'm building.
Oh.
Okay, for 1 and then 2, so 3 total. I'm gonna build another one of these. Does that give me 2? Thanks.
If you use an engineer and pay 2 of any resource, you get 2 power cores.
Okay, seems fair.
I'm doing a mining again,
Ah,
and I'm gonna take a yellow and a purple.
I'm gonna send my scientist back in time. I like to send him back to where my mech tile is. One
Okay.
spot back.
Alright. He goes 1 spot back.
I would like to pay a mech.
Alright, he claims that tile back.
Yep. I get my mech tile back and I move up on the time travel track.
There you are, sir.
I'm taking a relaxed approach to putting the warp tiles down, but I'm making sure that I put 1 down each turn so that I can go back in the past and take it up and move up the time travel track. It's a huge track full of lots of points, and no one else seems to be focusing on that at the moment. So what I need to do is get out a time travel device and cram a scientist in there with a bottle of water and shoot him off into the past to right the wrongs that once happened.
I'm gonna go mining.
If you don't mind.
Someone put me over there. And I will clearly take the green cube and the titanium, please.
I'm gonna go get some water.
I'm going to take my engineer and spend 2 waters and stay as number 1.
Nice.
And I'm actually gonna go building. I'm gonna build this water guy
Nice.
for 1 gray thing.
Would you like to use a free action to give yourself some water?
That's what I was gonna do. I
Hell
don't
yeah.
know.
Because I usually grab that building.
I know.
It works good. What's the one underneath there, Aaron?
You may use a free action for 1 water, and when you build it, you get 3 water.
Yeah, that's not bad. Not bad. Alright, I'm going to send my genius trading, I suppose. And I get to trade twice. I'm going to spend 6 water, and I'm going to take a green cube, and I'm going to take a titanium here. Because it seems the mine is full.
Yeah. Yeah, mining's no good. I'm gonna go for a technological breakthrough of some kind. We'll start again with the square and see what I roll.
Curious.
Square tech.
Ooh,
I feel
Square
like you
tech.
always get the tech.
yeah.
Yeah, more tech for me, thanks.
I'm gonna whip my lazy academia
Nice.
action.
Oh wow. Slapping him with the whip. Huh?
Right.
Does it feel good? Feel like power?
They liked it.
Ah,
They did.
yeah.
They're feeling very motivated.
Oh, I'll bet they are.
So the engineer, that water one looked really good, so I'm gonna pay my gray. I'll grab this one. So I get 3 water right away, right?
You get 3 water right away, and you may use a free action to gain another one.
I am gonna go get some more water.
Ooh. We will move our scientist, and we'll put him there then. We'll take 3 water.
I am, against my better judgment, I'm going to spend 1 water. Send my empty mech out acting as a scientist.
Pretending to be a scientist.
Pretending to be a scientist, but it's actually an empty mech suit with
I am
just
here to science.
some extremely advanced AI. And I rolled
Catch
circle
me if you can.
circle genetics.
Johnny 5 is alive!
I'm gonna take my scientist, pay water and a green. Oh, that big
Oh, you died.
And I get a purple and a victory point.
I am gonna wake my
I
people
don't know
up.
why, just because I get the victory point early.
Yeah.
But I could trade with them later too.
Super funny because I'm collecting grays even though I should be collecting purples. I need grays. Super funny.
Gonna trade?
Eventually at the end.
Yeah, I can go to the thing and you can do that however many times you want, right?
You doing anything else
Can you
there,
go in
Crystal?
there?
Nope. I got nothing else.
When you go where?
Where his genius is.
The trade?
Yes.
You can trade once.
I am going
Okay.
to electrify the beds.
Oh my goodness. You can trade once from 1 to 1. And
I need people to do things.
you can do any of the. You can trade 3 water for a power core, or a power core for purple, or so on and so forth. But if you use an administrator or a genius, you can trade twice. And how you do that is up to you. You can trade one that's opposite for the complete opposite, or you can do
So you
two
can jump to or do
completely
one and
individual
one.
trades. Yeah.
Okay.
I'm going to. What do you got?
What do you want? I'm going to take this engineer. And I'll take my power core back that I used.
I'm going to use a player board action with an administrator and 2 water. I recruit a genius for free. Thank you. I don't know how he just makes a genius, but.
Let's explain this.
He's just spraying water into something. I don't know how it works. I saw it for a brief flicker of a second. You were going to explain it. All right. What are you going to do, April? Have anything else to do?
don't have anything else, no,
All right. Fair enough.
unfortunately.
Me's Crystal done.
Got nothing.
All right. I'll put my genius here for an administrator and take 5 water. Aaron?
I am going to. I forgot what I was going to do. Oh yeah. I'm going to send my genius out. It seems like a waste of a genius, but she's going to go get some more water. Dire straits.
We have a dark matter converter.
Ooh.
Ooh.
You have to kill things.
Makes
Yep.
sense.
It costs 2 titanium, 2 gold, and 2 water. You can use a free action. You have to kill one of your people, and you can get a genius, a neutronium, or a power core. You need to have either the square genetic breakthrough or a triangle and a circle breakthrough.
Oh, I have a circle that. Damn it.
What do our new buildings do, Aaron?
Our new buildings. This one makes your temporal anomalies cost -2 victory points, less.
Oh.
Instead of costing you 3 victory points, it'll only cost you 1. for each
Gotcha.
temporal anomaly.
Okay.
Next, you may place a worker any kind. I think I did the wrong stack or whatever, but anyway. You place a worker and pay 1 gold, you get 6 water and a victory point, and the worker comes back awake. This one you just put a worker down and he comes back awake and you get 3 water instead. The new manufacturing building is you need an engineer and 3 water, and you can have 3 of any of these resources or 1 purple.
Ooh.
And there's a free action one. You may spend 1 water to gain any 1 resource other than purple. And finally, it's kind of a lame power plant, but you can place a worker there and go back 1 era.
But it's worth 4 victory points.
It is worth 4 victory points.
Okay.
So that's worth keeping in mind. As we pull our power-up cycle, how many mechs do you want to put into the field? Okay, so everyone's put their things in. I get 2 water and it costs me a power core. April, did you pay a power core?
I did.
Okay, and you get 2 water.
Awesome. Thank you very much.
Crystal, same thing, pay 1 power core, get 2 water.
Yep.
CJ is...
I'm going to just take 3 water.
3 water and costs him no power cores, even though he's got a huge stack, something's going on.
I'm saving it for Endgame.
He's doing a thing.
We saved it for
He's doing a
Endgame.
thing. He's doing a thing, it's
Is
going to
he
be
trading
bad.
things?
What's that?
Can he be trading things?
Maybe. Maybe I'm going to do stuff. Maybe I'm going to build things. Maybe I'm going to go places. Maybe it won't be this era.
Yeah.
Who knows?
Let's find out.
Let's find
We are
out.
1 era away from the impact, so time for warp tiles. If you're going to warp anything in, now is the time.
Curious.
Okay.
Very curious.
Show what you're getting. Ah. He's getting a mech.
It's all mech
She's
time.
getting a
Taking
mech.
a mech.
I'm getting an Neutronium.
I'm getting purple thing.
Purple guy. Purple thing for me.
Shoot the My little
purple
mech dude
thing
down there,
crystal.
please.
Everybody's got one. Okay. Oh, we skipped the paradox phase we were supposed to do.
Oh.
That's my bad.
That's alright. Essentially,
I
Strat.
am I am the only roller for era 3 because I am one ahead.
But I have one over here.
yeah, it's just supposed to go from the
From
past.
back forward.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
I
I
think
thought it was
you're
from the
right. I
past.
think you're right. Past up to modern.
Oh.
Oh dear. You know what that means. That one goes bye-bye. You get yourself a temporal anomaly. Good news, you can pull any warp tile from any era you want.
Guess what? The one that keeps
that
screwing
one's
her.
going back. And you don't have to roll paradoxes for the rest of the time. So now it's just me
Yeah.
and April, I think.
Yeah, that one. Yep.
All right.
Okay.
There you go.
Not bad.
One. That was close.
Yeah.
1, 0. Oh, I'll take 0. All right. Move on to the next one, which is just me. And then this is where I get hit with 2.
Oh!
What are the chances?
You saw me roll it.
I saw you roll.
You saw me roll
What
it.
are the chances?
Oh boy, I caught a couple of breaks there. I'm starting to think using more warp tiles was a bad idea, because I'm having to roll frequently. And if I roll 3 paradoxes in a single turn, then my scientist who can get rid of paradoxes is no good to me. So I got lucky this time. Maybe I'll stay lucky?
Where are we going, Crystal?
I don't know. Where do you think I'm going?
my stuff.
To the mine! Wow.
Sorry.
Oh,
I need a build shit.
damn it.
Oh, I'm also gonna get water.
Okay, we get some water.
Aaron, I think I'd like to build that one where you trade water for stuff.
This one?
Yeah, with the engineer and 3
Okay.
water. Is that what that is?
Yes. You need an engineer, and it costs you 3 water. You may take 3 resources or 1 purple.
Alright, so I'm going to pay an engineer to build it, and then I'm going to pay... No, I don't have a gold.
Wow, I can't read today.
All right.
I legit can't read today. I guess we're going mining, Aaron. That's what we're doing.
Yeah, all right.
We're
That's
gonna go
fair.
mine, and we're gonna take some yellows.
So we can actually do things. You may go, sir.
I respect this.
Apologies. Are you going to build it?
I'm going to put that right back. I am going to. This hurts my heart, but I'm going to whip everybody awake.
Oh.
Go back down to neutral. But I now have all my workers, and it didn't cost me.
They say it's bad for morale, Aaron,
You
but I
know,
don't think it's
they
really
say
bad.
that, but you know, everybody is pretty happy here because they have to be.
You're happy to work, aren't you? Just like real life.
Okay, and then yeah, right. And then I am going to send this guy out. I think. Yeah, I have to send this guy out because I don't really have another choice. I have to go mining for the crap that was left over, and I will take a gold and that green.
So my goal was to get the labs out of the way as soon as possible. Just build all 3 as soon as I could. Problem is, everybody keeps doing all the mining before I can get any resources, so I'm forced to trade. But, you know, I'm hoping it'll still work out. I got a great lab that allows me to take back paradoxes, so I'm feeling a little bit better about maybe using more warp tiles.
At least you get freebies at the end.
I know, right? That's the only thing saving me, actually. Everybody's taking my stuff. Okay, I'm gonna take my engineer. No, I'm not. I'm gonna take this guy. And I'm going to send him here. And I'm gonna trade 2 purple for 2 titanium. Because that's the only way I
You
can get it.
4.
You get 4 titanium.
1 purple costs
Ooh,
2.
1, 2.
Oh yeah!
That's what I'm talking about.
It's like titanium!
Suck it.
So angry.
Oh
Wow.
crap!
This is fantastic.
Oh my god! All right, that's a thing.
Well, I'm just gonna build shit.
What you gonna build?
I'm going to use 1 purple and 1 titanium because I used an engineer. And 1 of these and then 2 of these
Holy hell.
to build the power plant.
Alright.
CJ.
I'm gonna do the thing now the right way this time.
Apologies.
Well, I'm glad I whipped my people away because I'm going to spend a lot of water to get anything done this turn.
Alright, so then I'm gonna spend a gold and 1 titanium and I will build that building that I wanted to build the first time, please.
The one that allows you to trade water for resources.
Yes, please.
Alright.
Hooray! This is the first great building I've ever built.
in the 3 games,
All right.
4 games we played.
I am taking that first player space.
Oh.
I'm spending 2 water for it. Thank you. So I can build. So I'm just gonna take this one and I'm ready to evacuate. Oh, and here's the new one. If you use an administrator, you can wake all your people up without lowering morale. You don't get to raise it either, but it doesn't cost you any water.
Oh, interesting.
Sending the engineer to build, but I'm gonna take this one just because it's cheaper. I'm gonna grab this one.
Ooh.
Then I'm going to get a water, use the water, and get my gold back. Yeah, sure, why not? Doesn't make a difference.
Yeah.
Okay. Damn.
Well done.
Yeah.
Well done.
I get a free thing every turn.
Can't beat that.
I can make some titanium every turn.
Since the mine is booked for months in advance.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm gonna use my credit card and I'm gonna go here and I'm gonna take another engineer.
Alright. And you get a power core.
Yep. Take a power cord.
Hell yeah, those will come in handy because we're about to go through the cataclysm, as it were. We'll go back in time. I believe that I owe the past some water, if I'm not mistaken. 1 spot back there. I'm going to pay 2 water, and I'm going to remove that little paradoxical whatchamacallit.
I'm gonna put my administrator in my mech. Set him out for 1 water to recruit a scientist. You get 2 water, so I gain 1 overall.
Send my scientists up to do some research. I'm gonna go for the triangle this time. DNA.
Triangle DNA.
I am also gonna travel back in time. I'm gonna use a scientist and a purple cube to go do and pay back my water as well.
And advance on the time travel track. And do you get anything for using it to the?
I do. I get 2 victory points.
2 victory points. Dang.
Not bad at all.
Well done.
Not bad at all.
This wasn't planned.
Hey, it's working.
Alright, I'm sending my engineer to engineering school. We're going to get some cubes so I can actually do things. What you thinking there?
I'm thinking I'm screwed.
Nah, you're fine.
Yeah, I'm pretty screwed.
It's
Figured it out.
fine.
You figured it.
Yeah, I'm pretty screwed. There's not a lot I can do anymore. Might as well send you for 1 water. Go get some more research. We'll do some triangle type research, I think.
Tricky.
Mm-hmm.
Triangle tech.
Imagine that.
It's always tech with you.
I am just going to pay green in the water. And get a purple. And the victory point. At this point, I noticed that I could just get straight victory points. So I'm just trying to stockpile the victory points. I can trade in a purple or a resource, get a purple and a victory point, and then I could take the purple points and trade those in for the titanium that Crystal was stealing from me. And then later on, if I had engineers, that would also turn into victory points. So I was just trying to stockpile the victory points at that point.
I'm going to take my scientist and I'm going to get some water.
April is getting a lot of victory points. I'm a little paranoid. I'm gonna have to start doing something about that. I haven't built any big projects, which I don't know if I should focus on that, but I haven't done any research and got the little squares or the circles or anything, so I'm a little worried that I should start focusing on that, but I really want to start building and starting to make sure I can get my last factory, because once I get that, then I should be good for the escape. I can just focus on getting the purple cubes.
I'm sending my genius to wake everybody up. Move my morale back up where it belongs. Happy water to the face, I guess. Happy.
Hey, whatever works.
Right, sir.
I'm going to use a scientist to remove my, what do you call it? Paradox. Go ahead.
I'm gonna spend a green and a titanium. And get 2, whatever these are called.
2 power cores.
Two
Yes.
whatchamacallits.
Power cores, because I think we're gonna need those.
Yes. Yes, they definitely come in handy. I made that mistake the first time we played.
I'm
That
going
was
to
me
take
last time.
a credit card and some water, and I'm going to take one of these green cubes.
I'm going to put my administrator right here and take 5 water.
I'm going to play my administrator here and pay 2 water to get a genius, please.
You're trying to figure out how geniuses are made.
We're excited for
I'm
It's
that.
on
a
the
research
verge.
project.
I'm on the verge.
It is.
I just know it's a guy spraying water on something. I'm on the verge.
Stuff just get really wet.
Yeah, apparently stuff just gets really wet.
Very wet.
That thing happens. And then boom, genius.
Genius. Ta-da. Who knew?
Without a squanch set.
Eureka.
Well, it's kind of a squanch set.
Launch it. There's a Star Wars porn.
Oh my god.
I am done.
Me too.
Alright. What is that other water building do, the one on the small stack?
If you use a person and spend a gold cube, you get 6 water and a victory point, and the person comes back awake.
I'm gonna take that.
Alright.
I actually checked, I have enough to build it this time. Thank you, sir.
My turn. I have nothing left to.
I'm gonna put my genius here, and I'm gonna send him to get me some water as a scientist, which is worth 4.
Pull up your mech. Back
You-
down to
you-
0
you-
days.
you-
Mech damage free.
It's been 0 days without a mech-related incident. What's the future version of OSHA? They're pissed right now. Wear your damn seatbelt. I have nothing to do.
Well, they traveled from the future, so they're probably just Osh now.
Osh.
Or maybe Oosh.
Alright.
I'm putting my genius there, and I'm trading 2 water for 5 water. And nobody else did anything, so I guess I'm gonna put my scientist here and sacrifice a gold cube for a victory point and 6 water. Yay!
Oh, there it goes. Just bounced over the edge and off it went. It's the most suicidal victory point chip I've ever seen. The victory point chip was like, screw it, I'm out.
I don't want to be here. All right, I think that's it.
That literally does it. So retrieve your workers.
Oh, we explode, don't we?
Yeah, we explode.
No, it's fine.
It is time for
It's
impact,
fine.
ladies and jelly spoons.
Oh.
I apologize. Kaboom! The meteor hits the earth.
Well, that's the first half of Anachrony. I hope you enjoyed the video. Don't forget to hit the like and subscribe button and ding that bell so you don't miss the second half of this. Trust me, nothing's off the table with the Masters of Boredom, not even time travel.